Welcome to VCHH Playlist. I am your host, V. I'm thankful to be with you. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I want to talk again about servitude, humility, and humbleness. This is a part two because, like I said, this is a subject that has to be visited often. And I don't even know how many times I'm going to visit this, but as much as we need to. I mentioned a subject about, the person who serves in humility, whether it's for the church or it could be your job, it could be, you know, whatever you're doing in life. And but I like to use like jobs and church in particular because, you know, I've seen people, and I'm gonna use my wife as an example. I've seen the church ask her to do something on like last minute. And she's like, okay, no problem. My wife doesn't turn down kingdom opportunities. I've seen the same thing in her job. Whatever they ask her, it's like, the youngsters say now, and it's like, if they ask her, she's like, say less. Like, done, say less. You know, that's Christ-like. That's Christ-like. And shouts out to you, to my wife. Like, shouts out to you for that. Like, I salute you for that. And I've told you personally, but here we are. And I've seen people, and I'm going back to the church. I'm not mentioning names or anything like that, but I could see certain attitudes from certain people, for whatever reasons, and people be like, well, why is she getting to speak so much? And why do they call on her the way they call on her? Well, goodness gracious, she serves. Like, there's nothing that they ask her that she will turn down. Like, she just does it. It's like, nevertheless, your will be done and not mine. Like, that's her attitude towards it. And I'm transparent. I'm very real. That's the whole reason why I'm here. This is why I don't edit videos or any of that type of stuff. I don't have that trait yet. I'm working on it, but I don't have it just yet. And I'm working on it now because I see the errors in my ways. And I see that this is what I need to improve on. I see the example. And, so people will say things like, well, why are they not calling on me and this and that? And let me speak to that too. Okay. Listen, if you taking these assignments, these humility assignments, if you taking them based upon where you're trying to get to with the wrong motive, don't take it. Simply don't take it. If your heart's not in the right place. If you're not just doing it for grand principle, for the kingdom, don't take it. Because you'll be the same one that'll be upset if you don't get called on like someone else. And, if you get into you get to feel in a certain type of way where it's not moving fast enough for you, then you don't want to serve no more. You get back to that ego, like, oh, I'm this and that, and I'm doing this and that, and it goes back to being religious. It goes back to the Pharisees' attitudes. So it's a real deep-rooted issue. This is the real elephant in the room that we dealing with, and your heart has to be right. You have to have a contrite heart. This is about agape love. This ain't that love that just people say they got. This is that agape love. It's a difference. You dig? It's a big difference. So I needed to deal with that because, I left that in a place where I didn't want to. And I thought about it when I finished it. So I said, you know what? Part two. So thank you guys for tuning back in. You guys are my brothers and sisters. I love you. And this is why I do this, man. Like, I don't get a lot of views. I don't get a lot of shares or none of that. But because I no longer really tell people what they want to hear. I'm just going to tell you what you need to hear. And I'm going to let God handle that the way it needs to be handled. So with that being said, please like, share, and subscribe if you will. But God will handle it. In Jesus' name, peace.